This is the second part of the chapter Wet Wealth from your geography. Okay. So we have discussed about the what is the meaning of why the water is called as wealth for us. We have also discussed the sources of water, and we have also discussed about the monsoon rain. Monsoon rain, we get the monsoon rain in northern India at the time of after the summer, and in southern India we get this monsoon rain at the time of winter also. Okay, so now we are going to start from the page number 19. So please, if you have the book, take it out and turn to page number 19. The monsoon may not be the same every year. You know this, that one year we get enough monsoon or enough rainfall, and in other year we don't get the enough rainfall. Okay, so some years there is a good monsoon with the usual amount of rain. In other years there is a poor monsoon. Obviously in some years we get the average rainfall, we get in some years we get the poor rainfall, in some years we get the excessive rainfall. That means it's not average is the very good, but too much of excessive rainfall is not also good, as well as poor rainfall. Okay, so in other years there is a poor monsoon. It does not rain enough in many parts of India. This creates problems for farmers who may not have enough water to plant crops or to water the crops that they have planted. Obviously, farmers are depending on this rainfall, okay, monsoon rainfall especially. So if they don't get the proper amount of rainfall, obviously they will lose that means all the crops and everything. Okay, they will have problems in their business. In their business means in their dealings. Okay, so a poor monsoon also affects the rest of the countries, and after that, if the farmers if the farmers will not be satisfied with the rain, so obviously the whole country will also have the problem. Clear? So a poor monsoon also affect the whole rest of the country. Now if you have the book, you can see that there at the right hand corner there is written, did you know? You have to read this very carefully. Okay, winter rain in North India is not part of the monsoon, but it is very necessary for the wheat and mustard crops grow in this region. So what is written? Winter rain in North India is not part of the monsoon. Winter rain, as I have told you, in northern India we don't get the monsoon rainfall at the time of winter season. But it is very necessary for the wheat and mustard crops grown in this region. But in this region, the farmers also grow mustard and wheat. Okay, but it is also very important for these crops to have the rainfall at that time. Okay, so that means in winter time also they need the certain amount of water in northern India. Now students, we are going to read about this thing, the rivers of India. As I have told you that the sources of water we get at the first, that means monsoon rain, and the second one is that the rivers of India. Okay, as you know that India has many rivers, lots and lots of rivers, and they are very useful in some way. And what are the ways? Now we are going to discuss. See, at the first thing, that is the water, that means the rivers produce or provide water for domestic help. Okay, for domestic help, see, domestic and farming and cultural purposes. Clear? So that means we get the rivers, that means we are having the water, And how these rivers are very useful for us. Number one, rivers are providing the water for domestic help, for farming and for agriculture for us. Okay, clear? Now number two, it's written fertile silt. So fertile silt means, what does it mean? It means that these rivers are carrying fertile silt, and which is very very useful for farming or for the crops. You know. So fertile silt means it's very good for the that means it's a kind of you can say that it's a kind of good soil, you can say it also, but you can say it also, it's a kind of that means helping the soil to make it a fertile thing, to make it more fertile soil. Okay, so fertile seeds that also provided by the that means the river. Number three, that is river fish. What I have written here, river fish. River fish means, that means river fish we get, and people are eating that river fish for you know that for their as their food and everything. So it's also that because of the rivers we get the fish also. Now number three, waterways. Waterways, it's very simple that rivers are used as the waterways. We get from we go from one place to another with the help of the that means through boat or through ship, and especially to boat. So rivers are also helping in this way. Now next point, that is electricity. Electricity means, if you know that river water, it's falling from a great height, and with the help of the turbine machine, people are making the power, people are making the electricity. Okay, so with the help of these rivers we get also the electricity. So in this way you can say it also that rivers are friends for us, rivers are very useful for us. Okay, now though rivers are very useful, they can become dangerous too. Yes, we have these points and we can say it that rivers are very very helpful for us, but in some cases we can see it also that rivers are not very helpful for us. Okay, in some cases yes, they are helpful, but you can say rivers, sometimes rivers are also they are just, they have what can I say, that they are very much dangerous. Okay, so in that sense we cannot say that rivers are very are good and friends. Okay, so we can say rivers are quite our enemy. So why? Now if it rains very heavily, river water flows over the river banks and the surroundings areas get flooded. Yes, if we have the water, if we have the river, and after that if you have the excessive rain, so what will happen, that rivers will get the excessive water, and because of this excessive water, the water will not able to cope up with the in the river base. So what will happen, so the extra water will be spreading everywhere. So because of that the flood is occurring. Okay, this spreads fertile silt over the land, but also crops are destroyed, and many people became homeless as their huts are swept away or damaged by the water. Yes, so when the water comes and when the water will spread over everywhere, so they are destroying the crops, they are destroying the huts, they are destroying the that means the the people houses and many lives also. So that is why it's saying that sometimes rivers are called as our enemies. Okay.